for tuning in to the I'm Not Crazy, I'm Exhausted podcast. I am your host tonight and always. My name is Lauren Stewart. If you are not familiar with me, let me tell you a bit. You can find me on Instagram at lauren.stewart_DC. You can find me on YouTube at Lauren Stewart, and pretty much anywhere you can use Google, just go ahead and find Lauren Stewart. Tonight we are going to be talking about roses. So many things, so much drama. My heart is like rupturing over this episode, but of course I have my beautiful friend Adrienne Blair on, and girl,
Hello.
tell us.
Okay, I can't. Here I am. I have my red wine, and I have a straw because lipstick.
Yes.
You can't have it all. You just can't have it all. I don't know where to begin here, so you need to start us off because I've got notes, but it opens with Kelsey is crying and Hannah is crying. So
okay, can we just start this off with saying that I do not remember any female in the entire world until like the last few years feeling like attacking or saying negative things about other people was the way to do anything. Because I do not remember it being quite this bad.
No.
Am I wrong though?
No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. It's if I were to, I guess, summarize this episode, well, I can't look past his 4th of July popsicle bathing suit shorts. We can talk about that later, but that's all I thought about the whole time. But and honestly, the producers dragged this out, in my opinion. Like, it did not need to take up the first half of the episode. I think we're all past the champagne gate. I think we're all over it, and it's too dramatic. Everyone needs to stop crying and let's just move on. But yeah, I mean, what did you think? Was it bullying or what? Because when she defined what she was doing, she said, "I'm just saying mean things to you." Is that not bullying?
Yes. Okay, so here's what happened, right? So the champagne incident of 2020 apparently exploded all over everyone. And because she was so angry in that moment, Kelsey took it upon herself in that moment to express her anger, which is what she chose to do. She chose to use the B word, which I think is so derogatory. Like, I do not call people that, right?
Me neither. And it makes me cringe. It's kind of like cringeworthy.
Yeah, like, I'm a grown woman. I do not need to like call people names. I do not need to say things like that. But she was really angry. Okay, so she chose to use her vocabulary, her very choice vocabulary, on Hannah. And then when Hannah said, you know what, I don't accept people talking to me like that, and I would call that bullying, then I don't disagree with her. Although I do think like there's this whole like bullying is so overused and it has almost turned into like a cliche, which is horrible because people need to be kind and we need to teach our children to be kind. But it drives me insane that when they sat down to talk about it, Kelsey was like, oh, okay, so now you're trying to make this about me. When the entire reason that Hannah used those words was because I literally cannot remember Kelsey's name for the life of me, because she said what she did. So you can't say, well, you can't take this one instance and put Hannah here and be like, well, Hannah's saying these things and she has no reason to, unless you are willing to talk about what happened. Yeah. And she didn't want to hear what she had done. No. Do you know what I mean? Which drives
There's no accountability.
No. And I hate that, because anyone can say anything about anybody.
And here's my problem. If you're going to be a martyr for the cause, you should at least admit that you like champagne. Halfway through the argument, the whole passion behind the champagne was that she had been saving this for years for the perfect occasion, and then she goes, I don't even care. I don't even like champagne. And it was like, dude, you're just, now it's for nothing, Yeah. It's this whole 2 episodes for nothing because you don't even like champagne now. Well, guess what? We're all here for listening to you, and now you don't even care. So I was kind of just like annoyed. I felt like it didn't really need to happen, but Hannah Ann just kept like crying.
I know. I think
I was like, why do you keep crying so much? It's like, let's just move on. I mean, I was kind of surprised that she was like so taken aback because, like I said, you'd think she would have thick skin based on her personality, but I think we're seeing she's not as, thick skin. I think we're seeing she's not as, I mean, she's definitely confident, but I think we're seeing that she's not as like hard on the outside.
I wonder if you personally would not talk to someone that way, and when someone else talks that way so casually and like literally can't even reconcile that it's rude, or was maybe hurtful. Not even maybe, because if someone talked to me like that, I'm like, no thanks. I'm literally a grown woman. I'm gonna go sit in a different chair. But
I don't even think I have been in that situation for like 15 years.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the whole thing was so ridiculous, and let's just be nice to each other, because this all would have been fine if Hannah had been like she said, wow, that was an accident, and then it was like, oh, that was a crappy accident and it hurt my feelings, but an accident's an accident.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know. It was a whole thing. I thought.
So let's do what they should have done and move on.
Let's do that.
Okay, Victoria, we both texted each other. We're obsessed with her. Let's talk about her date with the cowboy boots and like the line dancing.
No. Girl can move. He said he taught her that right before they went. What?
Okay. Well, listen. I was really into it. Well, it's so funny too, right? Because this is like his hometown. Mm-hmm. And so it's so crazy to me because it's like his hometown is like right here outside the mansion. So when he's like, oh yeah, I'm going to take her to my favorite place. I was like, I don't know. I just wasn't thinking it was a line dancing place. So I was like, hey, Peter, I am here for you. You are like, you have these like nooks and crannies about you. Mm-hmm. That makes him very interesting. So they go in and I'm like, I need to go to that place. Look at all those cowboy boots. I need to like get a pair.
Yes, and a pair for me if we're not together.
But straight up, their chemistry is on fire. Like, she is so genuine. I think you and I both like really like her. We think she's like really sweet.
Yes.
She kind of reminds me of you, but blonde. I mean, I know you were blonde, but like, you know how you're very like, I feel like you have a very like sensitive, like emotional side. And you're like nurturing and stuff. Well, like, you could totally be a nurse.
Thank you.
Not me. I'm just like, oh, okay, sorry.
Like after 7 p.m. though, I could not be a nurse. I'd be like, all right, y'all are changing your own.
Are you kidding me? That's your best hours.
After 7 p.m.?
Yeah, I mean, you're up here until like 2 in the morning.
I know, because it's quiet. But I appreciate that, because I like babies and I like to take care of people.
No, I think you're wonderful. You and Victoria P, I'm going to bag you guys up and just keep you in my pocket.
Okay, but her and Peter were so cute, though. Like, they legit were so darling.
And it's like they didn't have to try very hard.
It was just happening. Kind of like her swivel moves when she was dancing.
Yeah, I know. I was like, that doesn't work. I don't do it that good. What did you think about, like, when she was opening up to him? And she was saying, like, she didn't think she deserved, like, somebody like him, and he was kind of like showing her what she, you know, meant. I felt like it, like if anybody else would have said it, I feel like it would have been forced and kind of like fakeish, but I really I like believed her. Like, I feel like she was genuine. She's had a rough go around of her childhood.
It's so interesting, like how your childhood traumas and those kinds of things, and that's something else we can like totally unpack on another episode, but like how it shapes you as a person. And it literally gave her this like innate need to, like, at least this is what it seems like. I feel like, again, like you said, I feel like she's really genuine, to nurture and to like care for people and to like look outside of herself completely, because she had to take care of her sister.
Listen, she's a good person.
I think so too.
I feel like she's really good.
Yeah. I like her a lot.
Me too.
Let me read the text evidence, because I was like, and I quote, Victoria is legit so cute.
Yeah.
I text that in the middle of the episode when I was supposed to wait until after before talking to you about any details. I really like her.
And I was like waiting for like 5-10 minutes lag till you were going to text me, because I knew you would start it after me just so you could fast forward the commercials. Or else I would have texted you during all the hot spots being like, oh my god, did you see that?
Yeah. I caught up like 8 minutes before the end. I was caught up.
You know who's more caught up than that? This girl, Alea. Girl, what's going on? What's going on? This is just also way too much drama.
I can't. First of all,
her thong bathing suit with her butt cheeks hanging out. Well, this is not my style.
She has like dainty little butt cheeks, so she's here for her suit, which I'm like,
well,
all right, girl.
She's still young, so they're like lifted. And,
yeah,
you know.
I gotta do some more butt raises, like the blue things. Can we just say that, like, I don't like any of that? It is so painful to watch.
I know.
I don't like people. First of all, we don't need to have opinions about. Okay, me and you do, because this is literally our job. But like. in real life, you don't need to have an opinion about every single thing every single person does. Everyone just mind your business.
I know.
Mind yourself. Pull your pants on. Make sure your nipples don't show in public. Brush your teeth. And be a nice person.
Exactly.
That's all. That's it.
But...
Okay, tell me what you thought about the entire thing. I want to hear all of it.
Okay, so I guess we got to start at the pillow fight, right? Because that's kind of like, first of all, I was kind of like,
really?
This is a date? And of course I was like, oh boy, women having a pillow fight in their underwear.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what, that girl that received like the moo-moo or whatever, she was like, ugh, he's not going to take me seriously. I was like, girl, I wish I had the moo-moo. Like, if I was on that date, I would want the moo-moo.
Yeah. Me too.
Hello?
I like 100% you want the moo-moo. You don't want your booty cheeks out when you're running into them. Whatever situation.
You surely don't. Also, you have the freedom to like eat a larger meal than everybody else.
Yes.
And it's all in there. Moo-moo, I was kind of like, look, I need to order one of those off Amazon. But I think it all started there when, you know, she won and she got the crown and it was like, ooh. Okay, so they're all butthurt about it because they think she's turning it on, right? It's like she's turning it on for producer. She's on and she's like, listen, you better believe that if I was on The Bachelor and those cameras turned on, I would be like this. There is a part of you that wants to have your best self out there. We can't hate on that.
Yes.
But I think it matters the level that she was turning it on. And it was clear that she had the mindset that a lot of women do when they go on. What is my career going to be like after? And also, she just doesn't really seem genuine.
Did you hear the voice thing?
I heard the voice thing. And when you texted me that, I was like, oh my God. And then I couldn't stop hearing it after you texted me that. I was like, it's ringing in my ear.
It's so ringing. 100% it was ringing.
And before you go into more, I just have to say this last point because then I want you to dive in deep dive. Do you really feel like he's into her? It didn't feel like he was.
Okay,
you go.
Not think that there is anything going on there at all.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but beautiful people can be attracted to each other. She's a pretty girl. They can be attracted to each other. That is fine. I think Peter has a type, and I think Victoria P is that type. Yes. I think Madison is that type. I think even Kelly is more that type. Do you know what I mean? And
yeah, I just said that type like you because I'm from Utah. Whenever we talk, that type. I just said that.
See, Sean says I talk funny. So I'm from Seattle and Sean's from Utah.
Oh, but you sound like you're from Utah.
See, thank you.
But I don't know what people from Seattle sound like.
Well, we sound like we're not from anywhere because we live right by Canada.
See, I have this like weird problem where I start talking like the other people I'm interviewing on my podcast. So like when it's like Texas people or all these other things. And like tomorrow I have a podcast with my girlfriend Chrissy and she's from Georgia and I know I'm gonna start talking like great. Her.
No,
okay,
anyways,
back to you.
That's a talent.
No, I think it's a problem.
I love it. I'm here
Maybe
for you.
It's like a socio problem.
I love it. No, I love it.
Anyway, go ahead.
Okay, so let's just deep dive straight into this pillow fortress of fury and anger and talk about how physical that got. Like
they were a little too much.
Yeah, they were pulling hair. You could see it. And like elbows and body parts. I am not here for wrestling women for someone that I want to date.
I'm not. That's not my style.
Not me neither. I will wrestle him. Now, not on my first date, not on my second date, but my dad coached wrestling when I was in high school, and so I always thought, I know, fun fact about me, I know all the moves, okay? So when I say I would wrestle him, I mean actually like illegal, like full Nelson wrestle him, like not like flirty wrestle. But Sean's way stronger than I am, so I always lose. But anyways, it's a whole thing. I'm still really upset about it. I can't really talk about it. So, because I'm very competitive. But I think that the one thing that got stuck with Peter at the end of this, because I just want to skip past the whole thing because it was so drama. So drama. I know we can't skip past it, but I do want to talk about right at the end where Peter was like upset about it at the end. And I genuinely think the only thing that he was upset about was that it's hard to have to listen to all of these opinions from all of these women everybody wants a little bit of Peter's ear to like tell him their opinion and their opinion and their opinion. And to eliminate someone based solely off of all of these other opinions, I feel like that was hard for him, whether it was true or not what was going on. The fact that it was opinion based and he only saw a smidgen of it, because from what I understand, their time is so short. So I think that that was what he was struggling with, not losing Alea. I think it was just the take away Alea from the scenario. I think he would have felt that way about all of them.
Because I think he felt like the decision was being taken from him.
Yes.
You know, and he wanted to have the ownership of that because it's his season. Like, he's the Bachelor. So I agree, but there is something that just feels too much. It's like too much. She feels like too much to me.
Yeah. She was not a pick of mine at all. In fact, this was the first episode I remember seeing her on. So
yeah, I don't even think I remember her.
Yeah. And I took like extensive notes, so I'd have to go back. But like this is the first like thing, and I feel like he's got so many great women. Come on, let's just move on. If there's a question, just move on.
I mean, I was thinking like towards the end of this episode that she was like being a little crazy, and I was like, I don't know. She makes me like chopping off 3 inches of my hair on a random Thursday afternoon seem normal.
It is normal.
You've done it.
I've done that.
So like,
I chopped off 15 inches one time.
Yeah.
Like, not a big deal. So it looks so
I mean,
good.
everybody else is different. We know what's going on, and just people need to sign up for our, you know.
We just do it. Just take those scissors and cut all the excess.
If you want, I texted you and I was like, Lauren, does my hair look good like this? I sent you a picture. You and Liza were the two people I consulted. I was like, does it look like, and you're like, yeah, it looks good. And I'm like, okay, I'm staring at scissors. 5 minutes later.
Boom.
Gone.
That's fantastic. I know. Sometimes when Sean and I first got married, he'd come in and be like, can you just take those scissors out of the bathroom so every time you walk in you don't cut your hair?
So funny.
I'd be like, no. No.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so I did think it was very interesting circling back to Alea, because Alea was the whole entire, it was like Watergate, but like Alea.
Yes.
Victoria P and her knew each other before, and that is a super like weird like scenario. Like, what were your thoughts on that?
But this is the same thing that happened with Hannah and on Colton season. Hannah knew Hannah Brown, who became the Bachelorette, knew Kaylin, who is now dating Dean from Bachelor in Paradise. They knew each other, and it was like the demise of that show, because Kaylin said, or Hannah was saying that Kaylin was all fake. So it's kind of like this is a repeated theme. But I'm also kind of like, okay, here's the deal. All these girls that get recruited from like pageantry, of course they know each other.
Yeah.
Now, the question is, how well did they actually know each other? Yeah. One says they were in the room for 3 hours together. The other one's like, oh yeah, I know her well. But I feel like her personality is very over the top, and she might just say she knows her very well. So, again, I don't know what's really real about her. Like,
I don't think that Victoria P would have been so specific about how little she knew her if it was different. But I don't know Victoria P personally, but she was like, we literally have seen each other for about 3 hours.
You don't know her personally, but you are her.
Yes,
so.
but you're pageant sisters is what they call it. Like, I competed for years.
Yeah.
But also my personality is quite a bit different than that. So I don't know. I don't know. But I know that you run into people all over. But again, if you added all that time up, it would just be like minutes or hours.
Yeah.
Like, it's not that much.
Totally.
So, I don't know. Like, I literally do not know.
I don't know. 4th of July popsicle pants.
Yeah, can we talk about that? Who got his wardrobe?
I don't know, but he's always looking really good, but then I was like, I don't know, those pants.
Adorable, I think. So adorable.
He's
not the pants.
But more and more, I'm like, he's so cute. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, the more we learn his personality, I'm like, he's a good pick.
I agree. And because I feel like sometimes as you go, you're like, oh, their nose gets like more crooked each episode. Like, what is this? Just kidding. That's what I mean. But, like, their personality
I
maybe
know.
is not shining more and more each
Yes.
episode. But I really do like him as the Bachelor. Like, everyone else who was not here for it can sit down now. And we'll
100%.
just say
He is good.
he's doing
Okay,
good. Yes.
Were you a little sad about McKenna? I was like thinking of you because I was like, she didn't
Yes.
get much airtime, and like,
I
and
was
then
in
I
a
went on a
full-blown
binge.
panic.
Yeah, and then I went on a binge and watched all her TikToks.
She's so good at dancing, isn't she?
Yeah, well, she's a dancer. You left that out when you told me about her. You didn't tell me she was actually a real live dancer.
Okay, so I for a long time didn't actually know she was a real life dancer.
Oh, okay.
I thought she just had like mad skills that were like
Yeah.
way better than mine.
Yeah, well, she's good. Anyway, I was kind of like stressed because I feel like they're cute together.
So Sean, it's so funny because I was full on panicking. I was like, oh my gosh, she's not getting a rose. There's like 5 girls left and she's not getting a rose. And Sean goes, no. This is what's going to happen. The one rose that he is keeping is for McKenna, and it was the whole time. He was trying to decide if he was willing to allow Alea to stay.
Yeah.
Based on their connection or like minimal contact that they'd had versus the opinions that were like rapid fire filling his brain.
Well, here's the thing, and don't wear it out. Sean needs to come on one of our recaps,
Genius.
since clearly he knows everything.
He sits down next to me and like is super quiet, and then when I panic, he walks me through the absolute best scenario of what's gonna happen, and that is it. He has predicted so many things, elections, like all these things. He's like, nope, this. He always is like my genius.
He's that guy that you watch shows with, and then you don't even need to like finish watching the show because he already knows how it ends.
Well, I predict the endings usually, not of Bachelor though, because I get too emotionally invested. But like TV shows and movies, I predict. Everything else that is like
Science-based.
yeah, he predicts, and he always is right. And then I'm like, fine, I'm gonna go take a long bath.
Sean watches for like 5 seconds, and then he's like, why is this happening? Or he's like, today, he's like, okay, here's my one thing I have to say. And I'm like,
What did he say?
He's like, they're going to that bar in the middle of the day, and there's just a whole concert inside there. And I'm like,
They live on the West Coast.
yeah, nobody does
Come
anything. So anyway, yeah, he doesn't, and the worst part is it's hard to get him involved because every time he walks in the room, it's like the cheesiest part. So of course he walks back in later when it's like the pillow fight, and he's like, oh yeah, the girls are really gonna love this portrayal of themselves. And I'm like,
No, okay, when we walked in, it was gonna, first of all, when she walks in and starts screaming, wake up bees, I'm like, okay, can we just all agree to not call each other that? Because
it's weird.
I don't know.
And I was like, maybe it's because we're old farts, but I don't know.
I like to think I am a lingering fart instead of an old one.
I'm definitely old. Looking young,
I'm older
but
than
old.
you.
Listen, you may be older, but maybe not inside. I think I am very old, like 85 inside.
Okay.
But so I got my hair done today. I don't know why it looks brown and ugly, but I got my hair done today.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
100% of the time, so stop.
Thank you. You're so amazing. But I got my hair done today, and a girl walks in. Well, girl. She's like 60. She walks in, she's next to me, and she's like the sweetest lady ever. And she goes, oh my gosh, are you back home from college on break? And I'm like, oh my God.
You're like, yep.
As I'm like lactating through my shirt. Underneath my cape, I'm like, that is the nicest thing anyone has ever said to me today.
You're so nice. I lactated. I will give you
So that made my day, my birthday. Oh my God, we didn't tell anyone.
I forgot to announce that. Dang it, that was in like the top, like don't get into the episode even though you're so emotionally charged girlfriend. How are you feeling on your birthday?
I'm feeling good.
You
I
look
had
good.
Indian for dinner.
You had what?
I had Indian for dinner. I had tikka masala, and I got my hair done today. Oh my God, this podcast is just like us professing our love. Like, no.
Okay, well, see, Peter, this is how it's supposed to go. You're supposed to make a connection and then go with what they're throwing at you. And then if she wasn't throwing something good at you, you're like, all right, next, because there's 74 other women here.
Yes.
Please
here's
move
the other
it
thing.
along.
Oh, I know what we should talk about.
Yes.
Kelly.
Oh, yeah? What did you think
Okay.
about that?
We love Kelly. I feel like she's so confident in herself. She's good. She's legit. She doesn't have like all of these weird issues and like dramas. But she's not getting much airtime, and I feel like he feels legit about her, but like there's not a lot of action. And I also feel like the other thing this season, which is weird, is the girls that I feel like are going to be in the end are not getting much airtime right now.
Girl, that literally happened with Lauren and Ari. Lauren had like 0 airtime until they were like, wait a second, she's winning. She's gonna get him. She's gonna get him. She's gonna lock it down. No, I feel like she had no airtime. You didn't even basically see her. I don't even think you saw her come out of the limo except for like in a flash of 6 Laurens getting out. Like, but I agree with you. I really like Kelly and I really like Madison, and I'm always afraid I'm gonna say their names wrong. You guys, girls, I think you're amazing and fantastic, and if I mess up your name, it's not personal. I'm exhausted because I'm not.
Yes, but you know what? Wouldn't you be so honored if they saw this?
I would. I totally tagged McKenna last week.
Yeah.
But I think she's okay. So I think McKenna's really sweet. I think Victoria P's really sweet. I think Madison's really sweet. I really like Kelly. I do think sometimes there's interesting choices that he is still keeping because I feel like you don't see them together. Like, literally ever. Like
when was it Sydney that he just like kissed on the lips a few times? And I was like, oh.
Yeah.
The one that was like telling him about Alea.
Yes. And that was like, and she was almost like rushing away. Did you notice that?
She was like,
okay. Would be like, okay, well, I'll see you soon. Okay, bye. Keep my lips.
Keep my lips. Put them in your back pocket and take them out later.
Yeah, like they're so pretty. She does have great lips, which you have great lips. She has great lips. I wish I had great lips. She does have good ones.
You have great lips.
Oh, I overlined them today. I'm like, who cares? It's the middle of the night. My husband cares. So yeah, that's my thought. So what did you think about the rose ceremony when it got like super dramatic and they came in and were like, and that's it. We're taking one of these roses away.
Listen, I was like, I'm too old for this drama. I was like, Chris Harrison, you need to be more active. First of all, I love seeing Chris Harrison on the screen. So I was like happy to see him in a weird way. But I mean, I guess everybody could have expected that's how it was going to go. I mean, it was very obvious that things were just leading in that direction. What I do want to say about the rose ceremony, though, is Kelly with her hair up. I was here for her hair all slicked back. Usually she has it like the same. So I thought she was like looking real good. But yeah, also with like Madison, not much airtime with that. And like you can tell he's keeping her in the back pocket.
Oh yeah, he is like, when they are by each other, they're like magnetic, I feel like.
Yeah.
I did not see him very much with Hannah B or Hannah Ann. Sorry, Hannah B. You were kicked off of this season. Hannah Ann, I didn't see him. I feel like this episode was so consumed with drama, which I feel like always happens in the beginning when there's group dates.
Yes.
Like, because everyone's freaking out because they don't get one-on-one right away, and it's hard to get noticed. And there's like all of these big personalities and like all these different like quirks and like it's just like. It's literally a recipe for drama disaster
100%.
Right away.
Yeah.
So my back totally itches.
Got
it.
You got it?
Yeah.
Good, because I was about to like climb through the screen and help you.
Good. It was like above my shoulder blades. I was actually.
I got your back. I got your back, girl.
Thank you.
Okay, so previews for the next. Did you watch?
Yeah, so I had walked out of the room to get some chips and salsa. And then
I realized my God, now I want that and I don't have it in my house.
Oh, girl, well, I don't either anymore because I ate it all. Sorry, or I'd give you some of mine. But I am very interested to see because, okay, spoilers. If you don't want spoiler, well, it's not a spoiler.
Really a spoiler.
No, but Alea walking right back in that room.
Well, she can turn her tail back around and walk right back out because I just don't feel like she's going to stay.
I don't like drama. I think it's ridiculous. We're all grown up enough to like not be dumb, but maybe we're not grown up enough. Maybe some people didn't get cuddled enough. I don't know.
That's true. But I feel like she may be making an appearance back on the show, but I still think she might not be on. If he brings her back on the show, it's going to be even more drama that nobody wants to hear about.
So drama. And I do not think it would be him. I think it would be the producer.
Yeah.
100% I do not think he would be like, you know what? I don't already have like a super good thing with 3 other girls or 4 other girls, so I'm just going to bring this one back. That's very questionable.
Do you think that he's a little bit indecisive in his personality? Well, he's a people pleaser maybe?
I think that he is is so scared to pick someone that was there only to grow their social media.
100%.
Because that's literally what happened to Hannah B.
But I feel like also the thing is they're all like super young. Why are they all so young? Or are we old?
They are young. They're all babies. So I'm not sure why they're all panicked that they're not going to find their soulmate yet. Because you got time, girls.
Yeah.
You got plenty of time. And with a good push-up bra, you'll even have more time. So it will be like extend your life. Just kidding. You don't need one. I know.
We don't.
I'm wearing a nursing bra and I haven't nursed since October.
Me too, but guess what? There's 2.5 years between both of my sons, and the whole entire time I wore nursing bras in between.
Girl,
because here's my problem. I can't do the underwire. I can't do a tight thing around my chest. I don't have time to be tight up here and restricted. I need to breathe.
Yep.
I have enough stuff I need to roll my essential oils on for. I cannot be restricted in my breathing area.
No, I cannot stand that. And you know what? Now, as an old lady, I don't like when Sean like does the cuddle thing and wraps his arm around my rib cage. I'm like,
no. I'm always like, why are you? It's too tight. I can't breathe. I always tell him, too tight, too rough. And the other thing is, the only place that there is no room for a nursing bra is on the treadmill, because listen, these things are just flopping.
Oh. Yeah, no, girl, I need a whole squad to police them. So I just went in the restroom to like do a little potty for a second, and there was literally a bright orange chunk of lipstick on my nose.
Wait. I thought you scratched yourself.
Wait, was that there from the beginning?
Yeah, but I thought you got a cut.
Nope. It was this. Like literally Rudolph. Hi, how are ya? I'm here for it. So I'm going to leave my review for this lipstick. And
it's a whole movement tonight, your lipstick.
It's so bad. So this lipstick is a matte finish, and don't buy it. I don't even know what it was. It's on my table and it's going to be in my trash later. But I did not have whatever that was.
Okay.
So no, I'm like emotionally fine. But was there anything else that we like didn't cover?
I feel like
besides the fact that everyone was teasing McKenna about her ankles from the last episode. Did you see all the memes?
People need to get a life.
I know. She posted on her story. She's like, you guys, I was literally trying to keep my shoes on. They were slipping off.
I know. It was really funny though.
It was so funny and like awkward to like watch that moment happen. So I don't know, but like she's very cute and I really like her, and I think she has the most adorable cry face. Yes. And I'm really glad that she made it through.
And she had really cute sparkly eyeshadow on tonight at the rose ceremony.
I just think head to toe, she's adorable. And I love her, and I wish I had a single brother so she could be in my family, so she could teach me how to like bow those like hips.
I know. We need to take dance lessons with her.
I know, because apparently Victoria can dance, McKenna can dance,
and so can everyone else except for us.
And everyone else in America apparently, because people do stuff like twerking. I mean, I don't know.
I don't like dancing.
You don't?
I never dance.
I love it, and I'll dance so much, and I will like go for it, but I am so bad. Like, sometimes after I do it, I'm thinking, did what just happened to me in my head and my body actually happen out loud? Because that wasn't pretty. It wasn't cute, and there was nothing like redeeming about it, but boy did I have a good time.
No, I mean, I like dancing in private, but at like weddings and stuff, I like don't like dancing.
But was there anything else about the rose ceremony or the girls or the clothes or the guy or Chris Harrison that you needed to touch base on before we wrap up and stop recording the podcast?
I don't think so. I mean, I still feel like strong about our predictions. Do you?
Yes, I'm like right there, rock solid for them.
Yeah.
Not changing them.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting, but like I said, I think hopefully we'll see soon more of the frontrunners get more airtime, and I'm really I think I'm most curious and interested about what's going to hash out with Kelly.
Yeah.
'Cause she's definitely in the background, but he definitely has something special for her.
I feel like it really right now will be interesting to see who goes home first, because I feel like I know who's going to go home. Like, you can see it. It's like plain as day. But I just want to know, like, what order he's going to, like, cut ties with them and send them.
Yeah.
You know? And how far they're going to string along. And I'm really excited to see, like, the traveling group dates.
Yes. Those are always
the best.
the
traveling ones. Yeah. I think those are super fun. You guys, you forgot to tell everyone your handle. I like that move. See, you said you couldn't dance. You're a liar.
Okay, I actually was a dancer.
Peter that you lied about dancing. You
did
guys,
lie.
I feel personally victimized by Adrienne Blair because she said she couldn't dance.
I know. I was actually a dancer when I was younger, competitive dancing.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
You were?
Yeah.
You straight up lied to my face.
I mean, like, I can't dance like adults do. Like, I can dance artistically.
Hang on a second. You can't dance like adults do? Adults
Yeah.
don't dance.
No.
It's like drunk teeny boppers.
Yeah, I can't do
and,
that.
like, I don't know.
I can dance like emotional, lyrical.
That's not this, but I'm not crazy, I'm exhausted. We are gonna wrap up our this so we can have some girl chat so you guys all get to be cut off. What's that movie? What's that?
I don't know. You can find me at
Perfect.
Adrienne Blair XO.
What? Yes, tell me.
At
Right now.
Adrienne Blair XO.
I'm
Gossip
obsessed
girl.
with you. I'm obsessed with you.
I love you.
I love you.
In a Barbie world. We didn't even talk about that.
Girl, I was like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna wear some Barbie stuff tonight
Yeah.
with a nursing bra on. So I will put the link on here if you want it.
Yes. Mine's from Target.
Yeah, I think that's where mine's from too.
Yeah.
So you can get both of our brassieres that we're wearing at Target. Good
And
luck.
not like the brassieres that were shown on The Bachelor tonight in their lingerie.
No.
No.
Post Malone would stand up and say, now they all say congratulations if I walked out of my bathroom in something like that.
Yeah.
Because
Only once
like,
a year.
no,
Once a year.
Sorry, boo-boo. I mean, I shouldn't call you that. Okay, I won't. Yeah. Okay, so thanks for tuning in, and okay, bye!
Bye.